Where did you get the missiles?
Fort Bliss, Texas.
Describe them.
Stingers, latest model. RMP with improved target acquisition. They're man-portable, shoulder-fired, infrared seeking. 35 pounds, fire and forget. Available only in the US of A.
We understand you're responsible for 9 M60s stolen and delivered to the IRA in 1978.
It was only 7 M60s, and it was my father.
But you have sold M60s to the IRA before, yes?
No, Scorpions.
Really? How long are they?
Butt folded, 10.6 inches.
Cyclic rate?
840 rounds per minute.
Muzzle velocity?
Oh, come on, guys. If I don't know this stuff by now...
Muzzle velocity.
1,040 feet per second, depending on whether you use a silencer, which cuts down the range by 100 yards.
Humor us. Take apart this heckler and put it back together again.
Oh, what, you think you could have done it faster?
That's a Mac, not a heckler.
Oh, man. All right.
You sell hecklers for a living, Mr. Dobson. It's what you do.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
You're gonna be dealing with the Russian mob. One mistake like that and all the months we've spent on this operation.
Okay.
Again, from the top.
My name is Philip Patrick Keene, born September 5th, 1956 in Stoneham, Massachusetts. Arrested by Boston police for aggravated assault and public intoxication March 17th, 1982. Arrested again in 83 for armed robbery. Pled down, served 3 years. I live and work as Robert Dobson, a wine importer from Canada. And I've covered the gray arms market from Angola to Afghanistan.
Anything you can find out about their sources and methods, great. But the main thing you have to do is sell them the stingers.
Done.
We'll have them dummied up, filled with explosives. The Russians will deliver them to the terrorists. Terrorists will bring them back to the training camp.
And boom.
Any problems? The transmitter in your shirt button will let us know.
Any problems, and I'm dead. At least this guy's showing his face. Where are you going? Back to your hotel suite? Listen to me on a headset? Enjoy the show.
They may want to chat with you a minute, have a cup of coffee.
Callan, I've been doing this longer than you have.
Or they may take you with them. Once they've checked you out, they'll transfer your money to the Cayman account. We'll deliver the missiles. They'll pick you up.
Damn it.
What?
That guy getting out of the car? If he's the contact, I know him. And he knows me.
Okay. Stay calm. Go on, go. Go.
Unseasonably warm for this time of the year.
Spring's unpredictable.
I believe you're expecting me.
I am.
So, where's your friend, this Herr Dobson we have heard so much about?
He had a little problem. We might need to reschedule.
You told my employers he was ready to do business.
Well, he is, but we might need to delay a couple of days.
Cannot even produce the man on schedule. We'll have to get our materials elsewhere.
No one else can provide what you need.
Pity.
Sorry, I'm late. Robert Dobson, pleasure to meet you.
Ah, Herr Dobson.
Where's Hazley now?
We don't know, sir. The surveillance team was watching for our officer.
The one who ran screaming out the back door? Aren't we supposed to make sure that undercover operatives aren't previously acquainted with the people they're deceiving?
We didn't know who the Russians were going to send, sir. They're using a middleman. Matt Callan's trying to identify him.
I thought our officer knew the guy.
Not by his real name,
What
sir.
the hell was Hazley
He
thinking?
probably felt this was the only way to save the operation.
By setting himself up to be killed? Morning, Ms. Anaya. What do you have for us?
Senator Hallett is waiting for you, and the Office of Security wants to know when they can sweep your office for bugs.
After Hallett leaves, who's our point person in counterterrorism on this?
Since Lisa Fabrizi went on leave, things have been a little ad hoc. Alderman and Kendall divide things up case by case. Mr. Quinn has played a role, of course.
Of course. I want you to take over on this before Quinn does. and see if you can track down Fabrizi.
Yes, sir.
And if you can manage to save Jackson Hazley's life while you're at it. Senator.
Hi, this is Jackson Hazley. I'm not in right now, but please leave a message after the beep.
I got this off Mr. Hazley's voicemail. NSA is pasting the voice print into their software. He makes a phone call from anywhere in the world. Their computers will flag it.
In theory, have you retrieved the records we backstopped for Dobson?
Boston Police Department, Massachusetts Department of Corrections. I'll make some changes for Mr. Hazley's height, eye color. How much do you think he weighed in 1982?
What do you think, Ms. Lowell?
Man, rule of thumb, £1 a year.
Okay. Now, we need to put his face in the time machine, too. Send that to Ms. Lowell. How did he look in 1982?
He probably has some old photos at home.
No time. The Russian mob could be hacking into these records as we speak. If they don't see Mr. Hazley's face...
Okay. Smooth out some of the wrinkles. A little less flesh on his neck.
Look at the corners of the eyes and mouth.
More hair.
Nice looking crook. Generate profiles and variations.
Ready?
And Mr. Hazley is Mr. Dobson.
What now? Wait till we find him, or the operation succeeds, or they kill him?
Maybe he'll fake an asthma attack. When Mr. Hazley worked up Dobson's cover, he gave him a severe allergy to dogs.
Bernd, take Oscar outside. Our guest is allergic. Why don't you do it? I'm conducting business here. What about others? Oscar would bite one of the others. Just go.
Oscar auf geht's.
My son, our Russian guards are not fond of Oscar.
Can we just finish up?
Finish? Well, we can begin anyway, Herr Dobson. Or should I call you Herr Keen?
Yeah, I've pretty much become Dobson.
Excellent. And how's the wine business?
Not bad. If world peace ever breaks out, I'll have something to fall back on. Your guy already checked me in a car.
And I'm checking you again. Americans are great enthusiasts for transmitters. They find shirt buttons a popular choice. Turn around, please. Lift up your arms. Thank you.
Yeah, how long are you planning on keeping me here?
Until I'm satisfied about everything. My current employers have no tolerance for error. And you have no transmitter.
Right.
Biscuit.
No biscuit, thank you. I thought that I was dealing with the Russians. You're German.
They hired me to make sure you are who you say you are, and you have what you say you have.
Well, you're doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
I have to check in with my office now.
Not yet. First, I should like to discuss these new Stinger missiles, how they differ from the old, and how you came upon them. And then, of course, I will need all of their specifications. I would urge you to be as accurate as possible.
Do you recognize him?
Do you, Uta? Our friend needs to know who he is. Either you know him or you don't.
You're German intelligence. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the young man.
We are assisting the young man.
I had an American lover once for 3 months.
Yeah, and he's been missing now for 30 years.
He was very energetic. The Americans are fit people.
Do you know him?
Yes, of course. His last name is Mons, first name Conrad. Are you single?
Married, 3 kids. Why would he be working for the Russian mob?
We all worked for the Russians for over 40 years. Old habits die hard.
When Uta was with East German security, the Stasi, she helped frame hundreds of innocent men as spies. Most were executed.
They died happy.
There was no record of Konrad Mons ever having worked for the Stasi.
No, there wouldn't be. He had special skills. Do you want to know my special skills?
Ugh, get on with it, Uta, or no cigarettes.
I promised 2 cartons.
Just tell us everything you know about Mons.
He's very smart. He left the Stasi early, before the end, shredded his own file, erased his identity. He warned us the Germans had abandoned us, but we wouldn't listen. Who could believe it?
Why would a terrorist group using the Russians as middlemen want to employ him?
Could you send me a chocolate bar? Belgian, not Swiss.
Zigaretten, Ute. Answer the question.
Conrad's skill was breaking covers of enemy agents. He was masterful. First he would break them, then he would kill them. And they did not die happy at all. You're not wearing a wedding ring.
German intelligence, never heard of this guy?
Yes and no. He's sort of a legend. A man who wasn't there. Changes names, changes businesses, travels around with his teenage son.
The Russian mob managed to find him.
He's just the guy they need. How many times have we stung or conned them into giving us money for weapons that don't work or worse? Russians don't want to be fooled again.
So, Carl, I gather congratulations are in order.
Keep looking for him. I'll call you back.
I understand Gage has you running counterterrorism now.
I'm not running anything, sir. I'm just stepping in until...
Until I go away? Exactly when were you going to inform me that the CIA's national intelligence officer had been kidnapped by the Russian mob?
He hasn't been kidnapped.
Is Jackson Hazley in the care of Russian criminals?
Yes. Or the surrogate.
Do you know where he is?
No, not at the moment.
Are they holding him until they get something they want? Shall we pause now and look up kidnapped in the dictionary? Mr. Hazley is knowledgeable about every major anti-terrorism initiative this agency has undertaken. He is dealing with the Russians because they are intending to sell weapons to terrorists. What if they should discover that in Mr. Hazley, they have something vastly more valuable than a missile?
I'll handle it.
I think you could use my help. Certainly Lisa Fabrizi's.
You spoken to her?
Of course. Since 9/11, we've been in very close contact. It's taken her a while to get back on our feet, emotionally, psychologically.
I've tried to call her several times. I haven't been able to reach her.
Strange. I haven't had any problem at all.
I know that Stinger missiles are nothing new, but these are MPs.
Obtained from where, did you say?
Fort Bliss, Texas. I've got a man inside there. These things have a target acquisition like you wouldn't believe. 35 pounds, fire and forget.
Yes, you mentioned that.
And your people would be the first on their block to have them.
Excuse me. Oskar, jetzt reicht's. Kein Mucks mehr von dir. Schluss. Oskar is my other son. I pity you, your allergies, Herr Dobson. We, of all people, need creatures we can trust.
Are we done now?
Well, you're very knowledgeable about your merchandise, and you do appear to be who you say you are. I just have one more question. What kind of wine are you drinking? You're an arms dealer and a wine merchant. You must know that. Please, what is the wine?
You gonna kill me if I don't know what wine this is?
Self-defense. If you're not who you claim to be, the Russians will kill me. And if you are, you can answer the question.
You, of all people, should understand a cover. I pretend to be a wine dealer.
A wine dealer with actual gross revenues, yeah. You're not just pretending.
Do you think that I hang around in the tasting room chatting with the sommeliers? I have other people run my business for me, and I take advantage of the opportunities it provides for travel and for moving money.
Why do I get the impression you're stalling?
For God's sakes, it's a German Riesling and it stinks.
I thought you didn't know about the wine business.
I don't. I drink wine in restaurants. Can we stop being stupid now?
My apologies. I was saving the good bottle to celebrate the beginning of our professional association. I have a very nice Bordeaux.
Well, I'm sorry to hear the ecstasy falling on such hard times.
Oh, no, I'm fortunate. Having found another way of using my talents. Former head of one of our old divisions is now selling insurance door to door. Many have lost their lives. Oh, we've lost our pensions, not to mention our country. And I have a son to support.
Well, you got two sons to support, right?
Do you have children?
No.
If you did, would you give your life for them?
Yes.
We're both mad. Cheers. I will page my employers so you can talk to them directly about making your exchange.
NSA is picking up a phone call with Hazley's voice.
These missiles are in a warehouse, but they're not in the guard. Every day they sit there, they're close to being found.
I'm sorry, but we do not know you.
This is
We
live?
must confirm your credentials.
Isn't that what your German friend has been doing all night?
We would like to see a sample.
A sample of what?
Are you getting the location?
One of the
Trying.
missiles. Disprove.
I don't give out free sample.
You don't have to give us anything. We
It's
will
too risky to transfer just one.
We will pay double for the first, after our people examine.
Here it is. They're north of Vienna.
We don't have the time.
You will have to make time, or you can leave your merchandise.
Or
in the
in
warehouse
Madagascar.
I'll have to call my associates.
forever. Fine. We will arrange conference call.
What happened to the trace?
Call was rerouted. Lex said it bounced around the world at least 3 times.
I don't know who's been less responsible here, Hazley or you. As a carrot, you're offering the Russian mob Stinger missiles so they'll lead us to the terrorists. What do you expect to do after this exchange?
Blow them up.
The terrorists or the missiles?
Both. Actually, only one of the stingers will be real, the sample.
Oh, that's good. That'll only cost the American people about $6 million.
We don't really need you in here, Robert.
Oh, really? You don't view this as a Homeland Security issue? When they torture Mr. Hazley, they're not going to be asking about Zimbabwe.
Sir, we find him, we pull him out, that'll terminate the operation.
If Hazley's exposed, the operation will be terminated anyway.
He's been in the field before, sir.
I didn't put him there, and right now he's too valuable to us. Find him and bring him in.
Yes, sir.
Oskar, Sitz. Ben, kommst du? Oskar, Platz. Platz, gut. Oskar? Rolle, Oskar, rollen, gut. Boom.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Wo bleibst du? Wir müssen nach Berlin.
Okay, ich hol's Auto.
Nee, du bleibst hier mit Oskar.
Nee, komm, ich möchte mitkommen.
Nein, zu gefährlich.
Zu gefährlich? Ich bin nicht der Babysitter für einen Hund.
Bernd, kein Widerwort.
Ich komme mit, ob dir das gefällt oder nicht, ja?
Weißt du, der Hund hat mehr Krebs als du. Der weiß zumindest, wo er nicht hingehört.
Aha, und wohin gehörst denn du, Vater, hm? Die Männer da draußen, die lachen dich doch aus. Die denken doch, du bist ein Fossil.
Bernd, ich tue das für dich, kapierst du?
You all right?
Yes. Just hand me my coat, will you, bitte? I mean, please.
Okay.
I'm better at raising dogs.
Come. The Russians are expecting the missile. Let's hope your friend delivers.
Your man is here, but he's covered by at least 6 Russians. 2 by the tree line, 1 by the follow car, 2 watching the soccer, and 1 hanging behind them. It will not be easy to get him out. Perhaps when you make the drop, we will have our chance.
Got it.
Look at all those kids. We can't have anything happen out there.
Germans understand. No shooting.
If they can't extract Hazley at the park, follow him home.
I'm there.
Mr. Callan, we're making a move on the car.
What are they talking about?
It's hard. Never being able to tell your child the truth. You think you're protecting them, but you're not. You're teaching them to lie.
What are you lying about? He knows what you do.
But not why. We used to play the same game in the Stasi. Spy on your neighbor, or we'll withhold your medication. Tell us what your wife says to her friends, or we'll take your apartment. All justified in our minds. I do detestable things so that my son might have a better life.
I don't understand. If you're that unhappy with the way things are, why don't you just leave?
And go where? With the CIA? With you? I have no place to hide anymore. I've been too long with the Stasi and now too long with the Russians. Freedom. For me? It's no longer a possibility.
He got the signal. He knows we're there for him.
All right, Mr. Cullen, are you in position?
Just pulling in. I'll wait for your cue, then I'll take care of this guy.
What are you looking at?
There's something that's wrong here.
What?
Stand up. Stand up. Just do it. Don't move too fast, but move. Straight to the field. Straight to the field.
What's he doing? Where's he going? Matt?
I don't know.
I think something is wrong. We are moving.
I believe you have something for me.
We're supposed to wait for the
Yeah, it's
transfer.
okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I know, but there was 2 people from my flight. It's too coincidental.
Your man is leaving. The Russians are following. We are not in position.
He saw the T-shirt. He knew to stay put. What is he doing?
Well, I'm not an expert in this area, but he looks to me like a man who doesn't want to be rescued.
The man is gone. We'll have to follow them.
Not too close. Hazley's still in danger.
Which it seems he prefers. We'll stay back, but in range of the transmitter.
Matt, let him have the missile for now. There's a tracking device inside. We can pick it up later.
He's all right.
Good, great. We'll pick up the van tomorrow. Carl, you want to tell me what just happened?
I have no idea.
Okay. So who's following you?
Depends on whose security's been breached. Yours, mine, or the Russians.
You sure about this?
I know when I'm being watched. Yeah. It's a transmitter. Looks like you people have a security problem. Well, whoever it is, they can follow her.
We must leave this car nonetheless. They know it. There's a taxi stand across the street.
Well, let's go.
You go. I'll follow after I made excuses to my Russian friends.
Right.
So the driver of the convertible went into a wine garden. German police snuck up on her car in the parking lot, and they found the transmitter.
Who took it off Conrad's car? Conrad?
Apparently Hazley. His fingerprints were on it.
His fingerprints are on everything now.
Why did we send the missile when the plan was to abort the op and extract Hazley?
For backup, just in case something went wrong. If that stinger hadn't been there, Hazley'd be dead now.
Were you expecting him to run?
I was just trying to anticipate a possible action by the Russians.
The irony is he got lucky. Well, you can still continue with your original plan. Deliver the bogus missiles, track them to the terrorists, blow them up.
I don't want Hazley in this anymore.
Well, apparently he's got a different agenda.
Why did he run?
Maybe he's flipped, gone over to the other side. Maybe he just likes German food. You know, their restaurants have really improved.
Robert, I'm going to respectfully ask you to shut up.
Sir, maybe Hazley suspected that Mons was onto our team, so he exposed them first. I mean, that would bolster his cover.
Because the CIA might be tracking an arms dealer.
Yes.
Or Mons' suspicions about Hazley's identity have now been confirmed. The agency was monitoring one of its own.
I need to find out more about who this man is. Have you spoken to Fabrizi?
Not yet.
I'm having dinner with her tonight. You're welcome to come if you like.
Love to.
Popeyes, schon vergessen, ja? Ruh dich aus. Morgen haben wir einiges zu tun. Ja, schlaf gut. Du auch. Danke. Good night, sir.
Good night, Bert.
So, my employers are happy. With your sample? I have refrained, of course, from telling them about our little episode at the park.
I think that's a wise idea.
But it's interesting, isn't it? That we should be followed, not the Russians or the missile or even your friend who delivered it. As if those who did this were only interested in you, not your crimes. And I wonder why that would be. Do you have any thoughts, Herr Dobson?
It was the CIA.
CIA?
They've been after me for some time.
To arrest you?
To turn me. Get me to work for them. Not going to happen.
How do I know that hasn't happened already?
Do you think that the American government just gives away their latest technology?
I think your government is capable of anything. Why not work for them?
Because I don't want to be owned by anybody.
Ah, as the Russians own me, huh?
That's not what I meant. You think you'd accept their offer? I mean, the CIA would consider you quite a prize. They would protect you and your son.
And how would you know that?
Or you could come and work for me. In Canada.
Well, I don't expect that. Perhaps don't deserve such a happy ending. As for my son, he must make his own way. I'm sure you feel the same about your children.
I don't have any children.
Yes, I forgot. Well, you have time yet. You, will excuse me, please. I have a few things yet to do before tomorrow.
Yeah, well, think it over.
Joining you? Or the CIA?
There. The lip reader is on the way. Will it help you to know what they're saying?
Well, it might give us some clue as to why Hazley took off. Either one of you spoken to Lisa Fabrizi lately?
Not I.
Well, I called her last week, but she didn't return.
Me neither. Quinn's having dinner with her tonight.
Quinn?
Yeah, Gage is going to be joining them.
That's a cruise ship photo I'd like to see.
Mr. Nankin,
Lex.
I got something. Someone is accessing Dobson's criminal records.
They're checking him out again?
Yeah, but that gives us a shot to find him, too. I can run backward through the data pipe right to their hard disk. Whoever's doing this is giving me enough time. I got his IP address. If I can hack his password.
B-R-N-T. Barrett?
Password. And if we're lucky...
Our ticket to Mr. Hazley.
Wait a minute. How do we know that they don't know that we've been in there?
They might, but I thought that was okay. Just another case of the CIA tracking their arms dealer, right?
Mr. Dobson, your owners have found you.
Got him.
Can you tell us where he is?
Only to within 10 feet.
Nothing?
Nothing.
They're gone.
Robert.
Tom, glad you could make it.
You're alone?
Oh, she's coming. Probably powdering her nose or loading her Uzi or whatever it is former counterterrorism people do.
Former?
Robert.
Lisa. Hi. Director Gage, Lisa Fabrizi.
Pleasure to meet you.
And you, sir. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Did Robert tell you why I'm here?
Yes, and I appreciate it. This hasn't been an easy decision.
What decision?
Tom, you're aware that Lisa's taken temporary leave from the agency?
Yes.
There was an attempt made on her life, but even before that, she was beginning to question her purpose.
I know that 9/11 wasn't my fault,
Of course not.
but it did begin to make me reevaluate things, and with Robert's help...
What are we talking about here?
You didn't tell him.
Lisa is resigning her current position. She's leaving to work with me in Homeland Security.
You thought I was coming here to discuss a job change? I need information on Conrad Mons.
She doesn't have any. I've already discussed the situation with her.
During the Cold War, when Mons was with German intelligence, he supported terrorism as long as it was aimed at us. But I haven't had any dealings with him for a long time. I'm sorry if there was a misunderstanding.
No misunderstanding. Miss Fabrizi, are you sure this change is in your best interest?
Well, sir, the first time I met Robert, he told me that he liked my ass. I think we understand each other perfectly.
That's good to know.
The surveillance camera in the park did not capture audio, but we can see here is where Mr. Hazley begins to suspect he's not alone in the world. Now, reading his lips won't tell us where he is or how to find him, but at least we can begin to gather an idea of what was going through his mind.
Why did we have to be here for this?
I thought you said there was no audio.
We have his voice print, so we computer-generated his speech after we read his lips.
I have someone else making the delivery.
The Russians insisted. It makes it easier for them to kill us if this is a trick.
You gave him Quinn's voice?
It seemed appropriate.
That's why I made Burnt stay home. They would kill him too.
Kill you, maybe. Kill me. Why would they kill your son?
Violence is how they express disappointment.
He's not just trying to save the operation. He's trying to save Mons and the boy.
You and your dad always pack up so quickly, leave in the middle of the night?
Sometimes. Enough times.
Where's Oscar?
Can't have him in the car because of you, so father sent him ahead with the Russians.
Sorry. There was a line at the bank, and one always has to assume their cameras.
Odd time to do your banking.
Oh, banking is always inconvenient, isn't it?
Sir,
Yes.
Lisa Fabrizi is here to see you. She doesn't have an appointment.
Send her in.
Sorry to bother you so late, sir.
How was your dinner?
Fine. May I sit?
Please.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
I think we were both set up tonight. You were expecting intel on Mons, and I was expecting the new director of the CIA to try to talk me into keeping my old job.
I didn't know you wanted your old job.
I don't. But Robert told me that's why you were coming. He was grandstanding. He doesn't like you.
Yeah, I heard that rumor.
Sir, I have no personal interest in the man, but I love my country. And he's offered me a position that will allow me to defend it. Done.
Wouldn't be often. Just when I feel the hairs on the back of my neck beginning to stand on end.
It'd be my pleasure, sir.
Good night, Miss Fabrizi.
Good night, sir.
All right, I'm just pulling into the warehouse. Got a truckload of dummy missiles. Get Hazley out. Let's just pray these things don't blow too soon.
We are here if you need us.
Let's hope we don't.
You feeling better now, yes, Thompson?
What?
Away from the dog. I mean, your breathing has improved. You're not sneezing and sniffling. And...
Yeah, much better now. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, even in your prison records, your allergies figure prominently. Allergic to the guard dog. It's so curious.
So, are they all you ever wanted?
What's the deal with us?
Where's my boss?
Back office.
Everything arrive okay?
Yes, sir. But I incurred extra expenses along the way.
Well, let's hope you saved your receipts.
Отличный товар. Теперь мы партнеры. Хотя немного дороговато.
He says you're now his partners, and he hopes you will bring him more such weapons soon, though not as expensive.
Well, tell him he paid less for them than the American government did.
Он говорит, Ди заплатил меньше, чем дядя Сэм.
Шутник, а? Хотя в бизнесе мне это обычно не нравится.
What he says is immaterial. I want you to take my son with you when you leave. Say something, anything, doesn't matter, just smile.
What do you mean? I'm not going with them.
Band, my life and yours depends on what happens next.
You told me that the Russians wouldn't let him leave. You're jeopardizing my business.
Он полюбил мою собаку и хорошо заплатил, Бернт отвезет их в аэропорт.
Что, ему нравятся собаки? У меня есть прекрасные щенки. Спроси, сколько он заплатит.
I have told him you convinced me to part with my dog. That band will help you get Oscar to the airport.
Your dog?
Oscar, come. Yep, sit. Platz.
What's this all about?
Your friend didn't sneeze. He seems to forget his allergies when he cannot see the dog.
Если ему нравится эта собака, скажи ему, что он такой же сумасшедший, как и ты.
He says, you must be as crazy as I am. Say something back.
You come with us. You come with us, too. We can take care of you and your son.
We've been through this, Mr. Dobson. He says it has been honored. Missiles are on their way.
Не говоря уже о финансовом удовольствии. Скажи ему, чтоб забрал машину.
You can drive away now. Shake hands with him.
You don't have to stay here. We can work something out. You'd be incredibly valuable to us.
I am valuable to you already. Get in the truck, please.
Come on, Dobson. Let's go now.
Just take care of my kid.
Ну что, в путь-дорожку? Будете в Москве?
He says goodbye. Say something. Take this.
Goodbye.
Careful, Band. No emotions. Dobson here works for one of the greatest criminal organizations in the world. You will learn much from him. Halt die Ohren steif. Take care of Oscar. They have given him no water all day.
Also in the Middle East, a previously secret al-Qaeda supply base in Tajikistan was destroyed this evening by what preliminary reconnaissance indicates was an accidental explosion of a munitions truck. Pentagon spokesman insists the incident, which was visible from the space station, was not the result of an attack by American armed forces, and that the United States has not expanded military operations beyond the borders of Afghanistan. An investigation is pending, and the State Department is asking permission from Tajikistan officials to inspect the damage and interview any survivors.
I'd ask you to take a leave of absence, but recent experience has proven that that might not be the best way to hold on to your best people.
Sir, I never intended.
Doesn't matter what you intended. You did, without authorization from anyone.
The operation was a success.
Well, since when do you argue that ends justify means? We debriefed Burnt Mons. He didn't know much. We're resettling him with relatives in Chicago. Seems he has a gift for art. He drew us some pictures of his father's associates.
Good. That's good. Hey, what about his father?
Well, the German authorities expected him to disappear deep underground. But he didn't.